Good day, friends. Nice to be with you again. Hope everything is working well for you and you're happy and healthy. Today I would like to cook Persian green lentil polow for you from the series of Persian polows that I have done so far. Please leave comments and also be kind and forward my channel to your friends and family. This will help the channel grow tremendously and I would really appreciate your doing so. I hope you will enjoy the video today. Now for this dish we need some minced beef or lamb and also some raisins. This has to be seedless. I have washed and cleaned it and let it dry. We also need some shredded onion, the way I shredded it, and also some grinded onion that we need to get the juice out, not the whole juice, just some of it. For kebab we use a piece of cloth and squeeze it to get the whole juice out because the kebab shouldn't fall off the skewer, but here we only need to get a little bit of the juice out. That we do it. And don't forget that onion juice is good for your hair. Now with the spices, we are going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of coriander seed powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of dried ginger powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of roasted chickpea powder. This is different to chickpea flour. This is roasted chickpea. The taste is totally different. We are going to need some cinnamon as well, that we are going to use it separately later on. We also need some chopped garlic. Now for the lentil, we soak the green lentil into water, wash it and then soak it maybe just about an hour. Doesn't need much, and then put water on top of it and boil it and cook it. We don't want it too soft and mushy. Just the way I show you is good enough. Still intact. I have made a little extra. We need 1 cup for this, but I made some extra because I wanted to cook something else with it as well. Now we are going to prepare the meat. We are adding the onion to it. This is the grinded onion, and we mix it. I may have to add some more onion, just see how much, is it enough or not. Now we add all the spices, the mix powder that we preferred, and also the chopped garlic. Now we mix everything just to make sure everything is mixed evenly and it's all uniform. Now we are going to flatten it and leave it to rest for about an hour. Now meanwhile we are going to do something else while the meat is resting. We put a pot on the stove and add the rice that we soaked for about 3 hours. We washed it thoroughly a few times to get rid of all the dust and extra starch, and then we pour it into the pot. Of course, when I soaked it, I added some salt to it as well. Now we add about 3 centimeters of water on top of the rice and cook it with medium heat and keep watching it. Every now and then we watch it and see if the rice is cooked. We don't want it to be too soft and mushy. The granule has to be separate, so I keep tasting it. And when it gets to that state that it's not hard but it's not too soft, that would be enough. Now we are going to drain the rice into a strainer. We usually need about 3 cups of rice to be soaked in water. This is a little more than that because I need some of it to use for something else. Now we make sure we wash it with cold water because to get rid of the extra starch and to cool it down a bit so that it doesn't stick. So I shower it with cold water. And as I mentioned a few times before, the water that comes out of the rice, you let it cool down and use it as fertilizer for your plants. This is a very good fertilizer. Now that we have our lentil and our rice ready, we are going to prepare our onion and raisin mix. So we put some extra virgin olive oil on the frying pan and add the shredded onions to it and wait for it to turn into golden color. When the onions are golden color, like you can see, we are going to add the raisins. We don't want to cook the raisin or to make them go black. We just heat a little bit so that they get softer and they swallow a little bit. And when they see the raisins are ready, we are going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Now we mix it. It's been heated long enough, so we are going to turn the heat off and put the raisins aside. Now we are going to prepare our meatballs. We gotta make them small as possible. The smaller the better. As you can see, it's not hard to make. You just roll the balls in your hand and make sure they're all the same size until you get the perfect sphere. I'm going to do 4 of them and then do the rest off the camera. Now the meatballs are done. I'm going to put the frying pan on the stove and turn the heat on, and just drop one meatball in the pan and wait for it to start bubbling and indicate that the frying pan is warm enough and the meatball starts sweating. Now I transfer all the meatballs into that. As you can see, I don't use any oil. There is enough fat in the meat and also juice in the onion to help cook these meatballs. You don't need any oil. Now we just keep moving them around to make sure all the sides are cooked evenly. Now we put the pot on the stove and spray some oil, cooking oil. This is olive oil. You can put butter if you like. And I'm going to add some saffron that I've soaked in water. This is going to give a bottom of the rice a very nice color. So I put a little bit of rice in there and stir it around so that the color of the saffron will be transferred to the rice. As you can see, now I'm going to add one layer of plain rice, and then add 1 layer of lentil that we cooked before. On top of that, we will add some onion and raisin mix. You gotta spread it around. And now on top of that, we are going to add some meatballs. Now we add some more rice, white rice. As I mentioned before, the white rice in Persian is called chelo, but when you mix something else with it, the name becomes polow. Now we add some green lentil on top of it, and some raisins and onion, and then some more meatballs. I'm vegetarian, therefore I cannot tell you whether this dish is delicious or not, but those who tried it said it's fantastic. You try and see. Now we put some more rice and spread it over it. And some more lentil. And whatever is left of the onion and the raisin. And then on top of it, the remaining of the meatballs. And then we add the final layer of rice, white rice. As usual, try to give it the shape of a cone. And then poke a few holes in the middle for the steam to come out from the middle. And then we cover it with a piece of cloth or thin towel so that they can absorb the steam that is coming out. We put a lid on top and flip the edges of the cloth on top of the cover. About 10 minutes before we remove it, we are going to add some butter to make it taste more delicious and help not to stick to the pot. Altogether, we need to keep it on low heat for about an hour in total. It doesn't matter if you keep it a little longer. Now that we put the butter, we are going to wait another 10 minutes. So the rice must be ready. We are going to put the dish on top of the pot and turn it over. Hoping it will all come in one piece. It is. Look at that. It's very nice and looks like a face. Now we cut some of it to show you what it looks like in the inside. Just like cutting a cake. It looks gorgeous inside. Everything is nicely cooked. Well, thank you very much for watching and being here, and please don't forget to comment, and I really appreciate your support. Have a nice day.